So, Sean, that is Killing American Style. What did you think of the movie?
Well, this was the second time I've seen it, and I think I actually enjoyed it more the second time because I have seen Samurai Cop, Young Rebels, Hollywood Cop now before seeing this one again. And I really enjoy seeing how this leads into, like I said earlier, Samurai Cop in a lot of ways. You can kind of see he's kind of perfecting his... I mean, if we can use the word
making
perfection.
It worse. Yeah.
He's certainly got his style, and you can see like these elements of his style coming out in these earlier films, which all kind of lead to his, I'd call it his opus, Samurai Cop.
Yeah. Oh, opus in the bad movies. Samurai Cop is one of the most entertaining bad movies ever.
Oh,
it's
definitely,
one of the greatest,
definitely.
So bad it's good movies. It'll probably be in my top 5.
I've recommended Samurai Cop to a lot of people that I know that like B movies. I don't think I would really recommend Killing American Style to them.
No, it's not nearly as entertaining. It's not nearly as funny, even though it has aspects. I mentioned the thermal image photography.
Yes, yeah.
And the clearly overdubbed line of Amir Shervan voicing Looney in one scene. And then there's the occasional, like, John is trying to run from the restaurant and he just ends up in the strip club and the shots don't match at all. Like, there's moments like that. But Samurai Cop, that's the entire movie, those kinds of things.
Yeah. I mean, I would say to someone, if you really enjoyed Samurai Cop, watch this one as well. I mean, and the other Amir Shervans. But if you're just a general fan of B movies, I don't know if this is, really the right one for you. But if you do love Samurai Cop, definitely watch Killing American Style as well.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. I think you need an Amir Shervan knowledge, an Amir Shervan connection to really enjoy this movie, because it isn't nearly as incompetent as his other movies. Even like Hollywood Cop's a lot more competent than Samurai Cop. I can't speak for Young Rebels because I've never seen it, but Hollywood Cop still has that like awful buddy cop energy where it's just like, what are we doing? We're just taking the time to have this cop beat women in mud wrestling at this like strip club. Like, what are we doing? There's nothing as funny in this scene as, I mean, you could name 15 scenes in Samurai Cop that are funnier than anything in this. The gay waiter, the Lindsay Lohan nurse scene, the awkward flirting. And then, but even Hollywood Cop, there's nothing as funny in this movie as the scene where the black police officer mistakes the Prince of Africa for a guy that they busted for cocaine. There's nothing as funny or awkward in this movie, because that scene's magical in its own way.
That's true, yeah. I mean, the "you stupid jerk, you killed my dad" is great.
Yeah.
Like I said, I really enjoyed all of the background artwork that's in it.
Nothing's as good as the Lionhead, though. To be fair, the Lionhead is like distracting.
True. Again, it seems another Amir Shervan trait that he liked to populate his locations with a lot of just weird and unusual art, or find locations that already had it, I suppose.
Yeah, and I also like another thing in Samurai Cop, the actor that plays Looney, who's just like a normal cop in that movie. He's not a samurai cop. He's not a martial arts cop. When he gets murdered in his home, it's very clearly the home of like a competitive martial arts champion or something, because you see these trophies everywhere.
Yeah. I do always enjoy seeing directors that use recurring actors and actresses. So that's kind of fun to see minor characters like the gay waiter in Samurai Cop be the very prominent character of Dr. Fuji
he's given a lot to do here.
And the same with Looney, like you said. Looney's a pretty major character in this, whereas he's a secondary cop in Samurai Cop. So
yeah, he's got his core of actors. Obviously, Robert Zadar, and Robert Zadar is just an enjoyable performer. He's the closest thing in this movie, even though Jim Brown's in it. Robert Zadar is the closest thing to being good in it as an actor. There's the scene where he's like in the standoff, and his pleading is like, just let this all go. Just let us, just throw us down the keys, and you'll never hear from us. He's actually like convincing in that scene. He sounds like he's legitimately pleading, like he's like worried for his life.
It's true. Yeah. All of his movies came out like one a year from the late 80s into the early 90s, right? And so Killing American Style's 88, Hollywood Cops 89 or 87. Young Rebels is 89, then Gypsy's 90, and then Samurai Cop's 91. So it's kind of interesting to see kind of how they progress over time. Yeah, I'm going to have to find a way to find and watch Gypsy now.
If we're talking about Killing American Style like it's an actual movie, obviously it's terrible. So much is wrong. Even the casting of Harold Diamond is just wrong. He shouldn't be your everyman action hero.
No, definitely not.
I mean, granted, I've seen good movies that screw that up too. Like Arnold is supposed to be like an everyman in Total Recall, and Arnold, like Harold Diamond, cannot pass as an everyman.
No.
You know, he just can't. But Total Recall is a great movie, so it's like, it's not that just, I mean, Arnold also terrible actor, but he has a charisma about him that, I'm sorry, Harold Diamond does not match.
No, he doesn't.
So yeah, I think we're pretty much in agreement on this movie then.